How's it going, everybody? I'm just doing a quick update on my simple plant-only Scape, 29 gallon, and I've added a few things. I did add 5 of these brilliant hatchet daddios, but I lost one. I thought he died and I couldn't find him, but I just happened to look behind the tank, and he's had jumped out. There's a small gap at the back of these glass lids, and he made it out of that gap. So, and it's not that big. I mean, it's large enough for air hose. So, but yeah, he's sitting behind the tank, all dried up, unfortunately. So, casualty in the fish room. So yeah, but I did add those brilliant hatchet fish, and then I added some rock, and I made these rock piles the way they are because I also added about 30 to 40 Neocaridina shrimp in their wild form. They're a wild strain I've got acquired, and you can see there's a couple there. There's like a brownie, red, amber. That one there on the right is actually bigger, and it looks like you got all different sizes in here. The plants are doing well. The only one that's not doing as well as I thought it would was the dwarf aquarium lily. It's not doing so well. Algae's just kind of found it. But if you remember in the last video, I had hair algae starting on these leaves. Well, there is not a piece of hair algae left. Between the shrimp and the snails, pretty much cleaned house. There's a little bit left on that leaf, but I think that leaf is on its way out anyway. So yeah, the tiger lotus there on the right, it's doing really well. It's got several new leaves, and it's pretty much taking up that whole half of the tank. So yeah, I had someone comment about the black vinyl background that I was going to put on here. So let me get out the roll of vinyl, and let's take a look at it. Alright, so here is the black contact paper. It's actually sheet vinyl with a sticky backing, right? So this is a 18-inch tall by 40 or 60 foot long. I found this on a school supply website of all places. I guess it's a place where teachers will get their supplies in bulk. Well, this was one of the things that come in multiple different colors, and it was only like $27. So every place else I was finding it, it was for a roll that was only 20 foot, but it was also 18 inches tall. I was gonna pay like $25 just for 20 foot. So I found a 60 foot roll for 25, 27, something like that. The shipping deal they had was $33 or more free shipping. So I'll find the link to this, and I'll put it in the description below. So if you guys are interested, you guys can pick some of this up too. Alright, so let me get some of this rolled out, and we'll measure up the tank and get this on the back of that 29. Alright, so I got it laid out here. I went ahead and cut it. I've got a 31-inch long piece. They've got on the back side here, they do have, hopefully you can see that, there's not much light in here. They've got measured out grid 1-inch intervals, or half-inch intervals rather. So ended up cutting one too short because I wasn't paying attention. So Got this one out here, so now I've got to get it on the back of the bottom, put it on. So I'm not so sure I'm going to be able to stick it on. What I'm going to probably do is put it on the top 29 on the front, tape it, cut it to size, and then end up taping it and not sticking it, peeling the backing off, and probably just taping it backwards to that maybe for now. I don't know. I didn't think this very much through, because the back of this rack, there's a tank sits here in this angle iron, and I did not think that through. So this tank may require me to drain it, pull it out, put the contact paper on, and then put it back. Poopers. Well, what I'm going to do here is I can get to this 29. I'm going to go ahead and put this black background on this 29 because I can get to the whole back. And then that will kind of be showing you guys how this contact paper works, and it may be a little easier for me to do on this one. So stand by, let me get set up here. Alright, so I went ahead and stuck on the vinyl on this top tank, because like I said before, I can't get to the edge of the glass in the bottom tank without taking the tank out of the rack, out of the shelf, and slide it back in. However, what I've discovered, and you can really see it in the video more so in person, so it was a pretty good struggle to get the vinyl peeled and stuck on, and what ended up happening when I went to smooth it out, I creased it, and you can see some creasings, and there's also air gaps. So I want to say I like the charcoal gray color that it gives, but I think that charcoaly color is the actual adhesive. So those black spots are where the vinyl is actually not touching the glass from air bubbles. Definitely don't like the look of those creases. However, that's the first time I've ever applied this stuff to anything, much less a tank that's against the wall. So for that, I think I did pretty well. It may be livable. I can just take it off and put a new sheet on. But let me show you this. Alright, so here is the simple Scape tank. And I went ahead and cut out the vinyl needed, and I taped it onto the back of this one, just for a direct comparison from this tank to that tank. So that one it's stuck on not very well, I will admit. Yeah. So this one, you can tell, yeah, the back of the tank's got algae on it, but that is what I want. But there's no variation in the black color of the background, which I want. So I may just go forth with just taping this stuff on and not actually peeling it off, because the black that it produces isn't really black. It's like a charcoal black. It's got the gray in it, so it's not a jet black color that I'm going for. I like that one. So it's really crazy that algae in the background definitely shows up more in the camera, big time. So anyhows, if you like what you see, and you want to check out this product, I have a link in the description of where I found it. Please like if you enjoyed,
subscribe so you don't miss out on more videos like this. Did it interest you? Yeah. Thanks again, everybody. Take care.